What's up everybody, I'm Brian from I Want Tesla, and today I'm working with my friends at TesBros. I have here DIY protection kit for my Model X. I'm so excited, starting PPF today on my car. This kit is super amazing. Let me show you what's inside of this thing because it's gonna blow your mind. You can PPF, this is just a front end kit for my Model X. So it's the hood, the two fenders, and the front bumper. Everything that's facing forward. I think the mirrors too, but PPF is paint protection film. It's a clear, this is clear, you can get it in satin, but if you're just doing the front of the car, you want clear. It's a clear protection, it's a thick clear protection that is gonna protect from rock chips, and it's just gonna, the rocks are just gonna bounce right off. It's amazing, and it has self-healing properties. So let me show you what's inside. The packaging is superb. There's 3 rolls here. You get 2 bottles. This is for your slip solution and your tack solution. And the cool thing about TesBros, he's a videographer. So he went through and made an entire class on how to do this. I just went through the class, super detailed. If you're a DIY person, get the class, do this, and you will have the best PPF job ever. I think what they did there was amazing. So as of posting this video, this kit is not available for the Model X. It will be very soon, but right now the Model S kit is available. It's a brand new kit. He worked on that first, and now in a couple weeks the Model X kit will be out. But email them and you can get on their waiting list if you're interested for your Model X on this. But he also has the Model 3 and the Model Y. Click down below. Go check those out. There's some great deals right now. It's the holiday season. If you're getting a car, get this kit ahead of time so you get paint protection on the car before you even drive it, before you even really put any miles on it, so you get no rock chips on there, and then you're protected, completely protected. But again, email them to get on their list and pick up this kit. It works amazing. It's super easy, and you can do it. I know you can. You get the slip solution. This is soap that'll go in these. You get alcohol, which will go into your tack solution. This, I mean, everything is thought out. It's amazing. You get a car shampoo and you get the prep. So you wash your car first, you decontaminate it, get all the stuff off of it, and then this, right before you do the PPF, this will get all the oils and all the waxes, anything off of the car. This is just gonna clean the car, and this is gonna get it prepped, ready for the PPF. Speaking of washing, and branding is on point. You get a wash mitt and you get some towels. This is really cool how everything is packaged up really nice. And the cool thing is you can keep using these over and over as you keep washing your car. What's in this? Oh, clay bar. You're gonna clay bar the car. So this is, you wash the car, you clay bar it, and then you decontaminate it with this, or you decontaminate it right before. You also get squeegees. There's actually 5 squeegees in here, and in the class he goes over on which ones to use and how to use these and why you use these. And of course, all of, it's like Star Wars, all of the PPF. This is the hood, it's the biggest, and then the 2 fenders. Also, in your kit, you'll also get a practice section, a practice piece. You don't open these up. It says in the video, don't open these up yet, because you practice with some pieces, whether you wash the car or not. You don't use the car wash or anything. Practice with a dirty car. Well, kind of wipe off so you don't have a bunch of bugs on it, but wipe, and you practice with these practice pieces. If it's over your head, if you're overwhelmed, you can actually return this kit, as long as you don't open these things up, for a full refund. That is so amazing that he's doing that. Or if you're over your head, you can contact G from TesBros. He's in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can find someone that can install this kit for you. Or get a friend, watch the videos, sign up for the class, pay for the class, and learn how to do this. I'm excited. So if you're familiar with my car, I just took off the vinyl, the purple vinyl that I had on there. I want to change it up a little bit, and I will be changing it up eventually. So there's some pieces on here that I'm going to do a little differently than what you would have to do on yours. So on here, I removed the T because I'm going to paint that black. I've got some really cool stuff for that. Maybe I'll show you that in this video. But also, I'm going to take off these repeater cameras. I took off the cameras before to put the vinyl on there, and I have to take these off to get all the vinyl out of there. So I'm going to remove those, and I told him ahead of time, so there's no hole cut out for this, which is fine. Yours will have a hole cut out for that. In the class, you'll learn how to move the PPF to get in those areas around the camera, so you don't have to remove anything. You're going to just install this on the car. And I probably should say, this is the first kit for a Model X for him. He's got the Model 3 and the Model Y on there already. You can purchase those and install those on your cars. He's just finishing up the Model S because he owns a Model S, and he just finished up this Model X kit and sent it out to me for this video. Thank you, G. And yeah, can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. So let's get to washing. Oh, and by the way, in the class, he actually shows you how to wash the car. So I highly recommend the class if you're going to do this. Get it nice and not super thin, maybe 3/8 to a 1/2 inch thick. And let's get the hood wet and start rubbing. The water and the lubrication is just so this doesn't stick to the paint. And as you're doing this, inspect this because it'll get thinner. But if you get any dirt on here, which my car's not dirty because I clay barred this before I vinyl wrapped it, so it's really been off for a couple days, so I'm not gonna really have much. But if you do have some, you just fold it and press it out, and now you have a clean side. You can keep folding it and keep using this for a while. Put it in a bag and maybe use it on another car. So I put the surface prep in a spray bottle. I like to do it that way because I like to use the clay bar with the soap, but follow his directions. But I diluted it in a spray bottle and sprayed the car down, wiped it down a little bit. Now I'm gonna back it in the garage. You probably should wash the car in the shade, not the sun. Bring the car inside and get ready for PPF. The great thing about PPF is it goes on wet. Now with vinyl, I would have to dry this completely. I'd have to wait a few hours really, and really spend a lot of time drying it because water and vinyl don't go good together, but obviously water and PPF do. So I'm gonna get things set up and I can probably finish today. One day install maybe? I don't know. I probably just jinxed it. By the way, if you're getting a lot out of this content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see cool stuff like this, or you want me to do your car like this. Please, it helps out the channel. But also, leave a comment, an awesome comment, and check out TesBros because they are an amazing company. G, I've known G for a long time, and his company has grown. They do so much stuff, not just PPF, not just vinyl, so much little things that you can do on the inside of your car. Check them out. All right, so I forget which one he used for his slip solution and tack solution, but I figure the red is going to be tack because you're stopping the material, and the blue is going to be the slip solution with the soap. Blue, I guess it's more of a soapy color. So I'm going to fill these up, follow the directions. And if I haven't mentioned it before, there's a class. You take the class. It makes a lot of sense to do that. Okay, so I did this Fender off camera because I wanted to practice. I wanted to get good at this before I show you guys how bad I did. But actually, it went pretty well. I was surprised. I do have some experience with vinyl, and this is much different than that. It goes on wet, obviously, and you really have to focus on where you're tacking first and then where you're escaping the water. You want to use gravity, and I made a mistake of that, and I got some water trapped in here, and I got a little bit of wrinkles here, a little bit of picking up. There's still some water right in this area because this was right over top, so water got trapped in there. Now you're going to have a camera here. I just had to remove mine like I told you before, and you're going to tuck into this so you probably won't have those same issues I had. I just had water pooling here. Now this water will escape eventually, and I probably could take a syringe and get that water out. I do have some wrinkles here as I tried to pop out and make a channel for it to come out here. Now this feels so nice. It feels so much better than the paint actually. PPF is great. It kind of evens out everything, and you don't have as much orange peel as you do on the factory paint. This is already wrapped over the edge here, and it looks amazing. This is definitely a DIY kit set up for people that have no experience doing it. The camera's going to cover all this, so I'm not worried about that section here. There's just a couple pieces here, which actually won't be seen in the vinyl anyway. So came out really good. Very impressed with this kit so far. I'm going to move over to the other Fender. Since I've got this under my belt, we move over to the other Fender, and then we're going to work on the hood. and then save the bumper for last, because that is going to be the trickiest piece. I have a piece for the headlights. I have a piece for the fog lights. That's a separate piece down below here, and this is a well thought out kit. TesBros, you guys did a great job. I've only got one side done so far, and now I'm going to get to the other side. You know what? I may not show you all of it. I might just do a time lapse and so you guys can see it, but watch their videos. You have to learn from them. Don't learn from me. I'm learning from my mistakes just now. I'm just going to tell you some of those and then see how good I can do. By the way, it's supposed to look like I didn't actually do anything. So before I go over to the other Fender, I figure I can show you on a headlight. Since he sent over the headlights and the fog lights pieces, I can show you how you stretch and what the process actually is of tacking and then moving that you'll see in his video of his class that he teaches. So basically what you need to do is clean. This is the alcohol, this is the tack, so there's alcohol in there. We're just gonna clean this area with the alcohol, get all the grease, all the oils off. Now we're going to take this slip solution and get this prepped. Now we're gonna go get the piece. Let me show you how you pull the piece off of the backing. It's gonna be hard to see it, but it is right here. We're gonna spray this, and when you get your kit, you'll be able to see it. But you get a corner, sometimes it's hard. I'll actually trim this into little pieces, but you pick up a corner, spray your hands with the soap solution, spray that, pull this, and make sure there's tons of slip solution. Then we move it over to the headlight. Put a little bit more on the headlight and grab the piece. Remember the side down, the side that was stuck is the adhesive side. Now you have a lot of solution here and you just lay it right on here. Okay, so you see there's some wrinkles here, but it's a little short. So once we put it here, we're gonna have to stretch to that side, which is good. So we have it sitting here, we have the alignment. This is, you wanna have it up to the top and at the bottom. Don't have anything wrapped over top of anything. And I like the alignment here. We'll go all the way to the point. All right, so now tack this. The red is the tack. And try not to move anything. Tack that side down. Now, if you come over to this side, you can see we're really just a 1/2 inch short. So we want to be able to stretch it, and that's going to get rid of some of those fingers a little bit. So this is a nice rounded piece here. All right, and it's a good idea to have some type of cart here so you have all your solutions. I'm going to lift this up, spray a little bit more in the middle of the slip solution. That way we have plenty of movement. And then I'm just going to tack this one corner just a little bit. Hold it there. And now it's just a matter of squeegeeing out all the other bubbles. See all those bubbles there? And sticking with the line here. See these lines, there's wrinkles here. We want to kind of go this way with it. In the center, I'm going to push out, making sure we're good. Let me move the cart. But again, we tacked on this side and we tacked here, so we want to bring everything to the middle. And then work this finger out. If that finger is persistent, we're going to spray some tack solution in there and make that tack. But here, we're going to push down, making sure that the PPF doesn't move. just as I suspected, there's a wrinkle here and there. We're going to take this, we're going to do the top first. Get some tack in there. Push that out. And hold it. That one's good. And that one didn't come back. Well, this one did though. So we're going to hold it. I'm going to actually hold it with my finger for a little bit. And if that persists, we wait till it dries and then it'll stick just fine. This one, we're just going to spray the tack solution on the bottom, kind of seal in everything. And then we give it a once over. With the soap solution, squeegee down. Just like that on bigger pieces. Here's a time lapse of this whole fender. Me not talking, just some cool music, and you can watch it. That was amazing. That happened so fast. That was so good. These PPF kits are amazing. I just have to trim this out. Everything is tucked already. Yes, I'm going to have to go back through and make sure that's sticking really good. But man, this looks perfect. Oh my God, I'm a PPF pro now. PPF pro now, or I'm a PP pro too. Man, this looks so good. Really push this in a little bit more as I trim this. There'll be less tension there. Oh man, this is really good. Next is the hood. So obviously the hood's not done, but that was only 14 minutes to do this, to get it prepped, bring it onto the hood, squeegee it out. Now, all these fingers here, I'm going to put in the tack solution and really squeegee those out, really get all the water, get all the slip solution out of here with the tack solution, wrap it around, and then this hood's done, probably another half hour or so. And if those persist, then we would just wait a couple hours, and then as it's dry, we can just wrap it around. And that's done. This is actually going pretty good. I started, by the way, it's 1:15. I started before lunch, and I've got both fenders done, and the hood maybe another half hour. Now, I think that bumper's gonna take me a while, but very, very good progress. You could do this. This is definitely a DIY. Okay, so everything is down. This whole hood's done. It's got to dry, obviously, but what I learned was, if you take this, while this is wet, you spray a bunch of alcohol from behind, and then you take this and you squeeze it down with both hands all the way around. It gets all the water out of the edge here and shoots it towards the back, and then you don't have air bubbles through here. And you do that all the way around. It takes some time. This actually, the hood, it seems like it's all flat, but it takes a lot longer than the fenders did. Although these fenders are small, the Model Y fenders probably are a little bit more trickier, a little bit bigger. Now, if I didn't take his course, and you don't have to, I mean, it's a little bit more of an expense for you, but I think you'll get a lot better product out of it. Now, if I wouldn't have taken it, I think I would have screwed up a little bit, maybe even screwed up a whole piece and had to order another piece. So the process of that, waiting for that piece and the expense of that other piece, the class that he offers is well worth the money because you get an almost professional result with your first try. I'm not a professional, and I obviously didn't do a good job as G would do, but it came out way better than what I would have if I'd have just, bought the kit and just did it and just tried it. Definitely this is doable, especially two people. I really suggest if you have friends that want to do this, both buy a kit, you buy the class, you take the class together, and you help each other out. You'll learn a lot more by doing it. Try his car first, but you'll learn a lot more by doing it, and then you'll save a little bit of money, and you'll be able to help each other out and get it done a lot quicker because, I haven't been doing this very long, and I just have the bumper to do. So I'm pretty pleased with it. So I'm all finished with the car. It came out amazing, and I gotta thank TesBros for sending this out. It's difficult, but easy at the same time. It's doable. It is a DIY kit, and that's the true, that's exactly what it is. Now, I didn't record any of the bumper because you really need to take the class and learn how to use this stuff, and you're gonna do a great job. I mean, this is my first time ever PPFing, and man, TesBros, they made it easy. They made this not perfect. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, and there's some water spots that there's some pockets of water, and that's the biggest thing I learned from this was, I guess my review of this, or my conclusion is, make sure you get all the water out. It's hard after the fact to get the water out. And the water will escape if you have like a dime size water pocket. That will eventually get out, evaporate out when you park this out in the sun. And that's probably the next best thing, or that's the next thing I'm gonna do. Although the sun's gone today. By the way, it's 3 o'clock. I told you before, I started just before noon. And I was able to get the hood, the fenders, the headlights, and the bumper done. Even this front little lip here. And man, this thing shines. This thing is so glossy. It's a shame I'm gonna cover it up with vinyl soon. But the reason I was doing this was because paint protection film protects your paint. That's exactly what it's for. This is a bounceable surface that is, or a thick surface that's going to bounce the rocks off of it. And what I've noticed before in my Model Y that I had the whole car PPF'd, and I wrapped the vinyl over top of that, and the vinyl lasted longer because of this front end was taking abuse, but the vinyl wasn't, the rocks were bouncing off of it. Whether you want to have PPF on the front to protect the vinyl, or if you want to have PPF the whole car or just the front end, this is the best way to go. Do it yourself. It's not that expensive compared to what it would cost when you go to a shop to do it. And like I said, get a couple friends, go in on this, and man, this thing looks really, really nice. And I know I did it. So that's the cool part. That's the really cool part. I know I did it. I didn't just pay someone to do it. And that's okay if that's your... You got to know you. If you just want to pay someone, that's great. But if you want to do this and have the satisfaction of you knowing that you can do this, TesBros, check them out. Thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome, stay positive, and check out TesBros down below.